better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails.
We started our crossing to the Canary Islands. We were so excited because this is our last one before we cross over the Atlantic. We got wind finally, but of course it came with a whole lot of rain and some thunderstorms. So let's see how this goes.
The waves were 2 to 3 meters, and the boat obviously did amazing. And it was really fun, riding down the waves, but my stomach was just not enjoying the rising and the falling.
Support. There is no boats around at all, and there's about 9 to 10 knots of wind. Knots. Good sailing winds today. Looks like we got some. Whoa!
We continued on, and the sky started to get darker and the waves were getting larger. They were getting to be probably about 4 meters at times, and I fell and I chipped my tooth, so we had to head inland to Morocco again.
We ended up in Safi, which isn't a place that normally has sailboats. It's more of a fisherman port, but luckily, because of the circumstances, they let us in.
because our boat is much smaller than the fishing boats that usually park there. Getting on and off the boat meant we had to dinghy over to a ladder and then climb up, especially at low tide, which was like a 3-meter difference. So it was quite the climb. Addison, I don't like this. You're doing it, babe. Oh dear, no, I'm not.
That was not bad.
We wanted to fill up our jerry cans, and it's not exactly an easy task to go and get gas here. It's about 1 kilometer all the way out to the main road from where our boat was, and then on top of that,
nobody's allowed in there.
Yeah,
you can't get a taxi.
You can't get a taxi in there. You can't get nothing in there, so you pretty much have to walk. So we started walking out, and this transport driver saw us, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to ride?" I was like, "Yeah, please, thank you." So we hopped in, and he drove us all the way up to the gas station, which is another about kilometer out of the marina on top of the kilometer that was there. So he saved us a lot. So we filled up, and we ended up trying to hail a taxi back to get that first kilometer down when this guy rolled up to us and was like, "Hey, do you want to ride?" And I was like, "Sure, that'd be great." It turns out my friend Samir, he's one of the only people who could actually go in there because he's the head of the fisherman port. So he was able to drive us all the way up to our boat, and then he dropped us off, and he asked if we wanted to take a tour of the town of Safi with him, and we were like, that would be awesome. Like, it was so wonderful. He was just the kindest man.
And he spent the whole day just showing us around his lovely community, and it was just amazing.
That looks so cool. I'm so excited.
Mosque is here and the sun is here. Not above the mosque. You understand?
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Next day, Samir drove me to his dentist, and I'm such a suck when it comes to doctor visits, but it went really well, and she was really good, and she had me fixed up in no time.
Can you still feel it? Like,
Oh, it's still a weird feeling.
do you feel pain or do you just feel numbness?
Yes, I think numbness, but it feels awkward.
I have psoriasis, and if I'm not in the ocean for like a week, it starts to flare. And Samir noticed it was getting a little bad, and he offered to bring me to this healing water place. I never turned down any possibility for anything, so we gave it a whirl. It was pretty fun.
So I'm just heading down to a cool sulfur bath that my dad's gonna try. And it's supposed to be natural, and it's somewhere out here. I don't know where we exactly are, but it's beautiful, right beside the ocean.
It is salt and
I think it's doing something because I can feel it burning on my skin right now. So that's normally a good sign. It normally means I'm healing. So we just finished and now we're heading back. It was pretty neat. This place is gorgeous.
We enjoyed a few more days at sea as we continued on to the Canary Islands, except for the first night at around 2 a.m. I was on night watch and I'm just sitting there admiring the stars, and then I noticed some lights coming from shore, and I was watching them for a few minutes, and there was like 5 boats all in unison coming directly towards us from the shoreline. So I ran downstairs to wake up Shane, and I was like, I think we have pirates coming towards us. Should I call like the Coast Guard? What do we do? So Shane, this guy over here, so Shane jumped up, and he came up top, and he watched them for a few minutes, and then we just kind of watched them continuing coming closer to us, and I was just getting so nervous, and I'm like, you know, like, do we call? Maybe it's for nothing. Do we wait? And then we find out too late. And then they ended up turning around and headed back for shore, and it turns out they were probably just fishermen, but it really gave me a scare.
Key number 1. And yes, the face is necessary. Dirty. That was a dirty one. You got me.
5 lights in the distance coming towards us. We don't know if they're fishermen or pirates. We're just gonna keep an eye on them.
We arrived in the Canary Islands, and dolphins came and greeted us again. And I don't think I've ever seen more dolphins at once in my entire life. There was like 50 of them swimming around us. It was unbelievable. It was incredible.
We're in the Canary Islands.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.